What's going on, creepers? Mike Hill Hobbies. Happy Halloween to everyone. Halloween is just around the corner. I'm sure every one of you by now has seen this Lowe's 5-foot pneumatic ghostly woman. These things are amazing. Lowe's just put these on sale yesterday. Let's open this thing up. There is what we have. This space here is just a spacer. So I'm hoping nothing actually supposed to go there, but this looks like a very easy setup. You do need an air compressor for this. It is a pneumatic animatronic. So right here we have the control box, your air lines, and it's already hooked up to the mechanism over there. So I'm just gonna set that to the side. So we got part D in here, metal with some foam, another part D right there. Actually had another piece of foam in there. And we have some, looks like sandbags here, 4 of these. Got a manual right here, everything you're gonna need. Okay, we have some foam latex hands. Really good looking hands if you haven't seen this before. That is foam latex, part E and F. Okay, we've got power adapters, some springs, and some hardware right there. Of course, the dress from this lady, and this has some red creepy cloth on it. Really nice material. Sit that over there. The ever so creepy haunting head. This is foam filled latex. This thing is so sweet. Very nice, very creepy. Absolutely love this. The hair looks great. Everything on this looks great. I imagine the ear could probably be a little better, but you're not going to be noticing that ear at all. And I think the hair is probably supposed to drape there a little. So freaking cool. Foam latex. You've got a couple spacers here holding the assembly here, which has the shoulders and everything. Very heavy duty, nice welding, nice corrosion resistant coating on this. This is a very heavy piece. Okay, you got your plastic piece there for the front. Shoulder piece is nice. Everything's really nice on this. Pretty heavy duty. You got a pretty decent gauge there. I'm not sure the gauge, but it's definitely thicker and heavier duty than most animatronics. So now all that's left is to pull this base out of here and set this thing up. Okay. It's got a nice little felt piece on the bottom, so you don't have to worry about scratching up your floor. Put that box to the side there. This thing is cool. This is cool. All right, the control box. You have your pressure gauge. You've got your spot for your power adapter, volume control, selector switch, has a spot for try me, and you can hook up an external speaker there. You've got about 10 feet to go back on this, so you can kind of get all this stuff hidden. Of course, you got a speaker inside here. You want to keep that somewhat close just so the sound sounds like it's coming from the girl. And you have the motion sensor already plugged in there with your air hose and your air chuck fitting there. Let's get this thing together. Okay, so here in this little hardware kit, we've got some springs, and they're called J-springs, and they attach at the back of this frame here. All right, now at the back of the base, you've got 2 hooks right here. You want to take one of those J-springs there, and a J-spring on the other hook. You're going to take this control arm, lift it up as high as possible, and then you want to take that spring and put it on the hooks that are on the back of that control arm. And just like so, and then let it come down. Once you got the springs on, it calls for the close. This is part B, and then you're going to put the body frame on, which is part C. Clothes are really nice. It's a thicker type of ground material, and the actual dress type material itself is fairly thick. Got some Velcro at the neck. Okay, so just get your arm through the clothes and slide it right over the whole thing here. Next is this part C, which is the body frame or chest frame. You got a push pin, gonna go right in there, and now you have a welded nut here where you're gonna secure this with one of the, oops, so you get 7 of these thread lock nuts and bolts here. All right, you wanna take one of those bolts, put it right here on the provided nut that they've already welded to the frame there. You wanna snug that up. And then you want to take the lock nut on there and tighten that down. Make sure you don't over tighten it, but make sure you get it very snug because this is pneumatic, so the animation is very violent. You do not want this thing coming apart. And they have these nuts and bolts welded here for a reason, so utilize them. Quick note on this, the manual says after every 4 hours of continuous use, recheck the tightness of these bolts. So make sure you do that. That's what the manual calls for. All right, once you got the chest frame all tightened up, you want to take your motion sensor and you want to Velcro that to the front of the dress here, and it just goes right below the 4 buttons there. So that's kind of nice. It kind of blends right in there. You got your Velcro already on it. Just simply put it in place. Okay, now you want to take your arms part D, slide it right inside the frame, use the push pin to secure it. And then again, on the back side, you have some welded nuts where you're going to use those provided nuts and bolts to go ahead and tighten that up on both arms. Okay, you want to actually take this arm and get it started in these clothes. Otherwise, you ain't ever going to get this thing on here. So just get that started and up out of your way there. The right hand is F, and I'm going to remove that sticker. I'm just going to put it on the frame back here where you'll never see it. Go ahead and put F in, and then again on the bottom of the hands there, you have another spot to put one of your lock bolts in there. So go ahead and put that in. Line up that piece of Velcro once you have your lock nut in place and just fasten that down. And this is already looking great. I love that foam latex, really cool. All right, left hand is part E, same thing. Slide that in place, get your push pin in, and then go ahead and secure it with your bolt and lock nut. Once you got the arms and hands done, it's time for that awesome foam-filled latex head. Part G, you got Velcro on the front and back, and you've got 2 welded nuts on there, so you're just gonna slide it right onto the bar stock there, take your provided lock bolts and nuts, and put one in from the front and the back. And that is pretty much it for assembly. Now you wanna go ahead and take the costume and slide it up into place with the Velcro pieces there. Strap it on good on the front and the back. Okay, once you get to this point, go ahead and drape the material over the mechanism, and you are ready to hook up air and the power adapter to your controller. All right, moment of truth. I'm going to plug in the air, turn it on, and give this thing a try. I don't have any sand on it right now. I'm just going to stand on the base. So hopefully this works okay. I'll turn the volume about halfway. So it's on here, should go right off. It's pretty cool. Okay, on the gauge here with the control box, it's MPa, and you want to be just above 0.4. I'm right there, so everything is good with that. I'm just going to turn the volume a little bit louder. I think louder is better when it comes to this. Make sure I get some weight on here, and go ahead and turn this creepy lady on. If you don't have any weight on here, this thing is going to bounce around. Oh yeah, it's pretty violent. You're definitely going to want to have some weight on this. So, yeah, get some weights. Very, very cool. I love this thing. I am so glad I'm going to have this part of my Yard Haunt Halloween display this year. The motion sensor is good for about 6 feet, so you want to make sure you've got it, 6 feet max wherever your pathway is to set her off. We'll set her off one more time. Amazing. $89 freaking dollars. Are you kidding me, Lowe's? This is an amazing purchase right here. Probably the best one that happened for me all Halloween season this year. I can't believe it went on sale for that low. So Lowe's, thanks so much for having pneumatic animatronics this year for the 2023 Halloween season. SVI knocked it out of the park with these 3 animatronics at Lowe's that are pneumatics. I know some people are a little bit leery to get these because you also need an air compressor, but if you've got an air compressor, these are the way to go. They are so freaking awesome. They're going to scare so many people. And I just absolutely love this. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye now.